What do you want to leave behind as something that you created, that you built, that you passed on to the next generation? Maybe talking about mortality and death isn't a nice subject to have, but maybe talking about a legacy or something that you've created, that you've actually done. It's almost like a charity to your children, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm pretty sure if there was something that was released by the government called a death ISA, was that name? But something that was like,
you could only pay into on Halloween, yeah.
But something that you put money in and it was free of inheritance tax and it would go to your kids. Like,
right,
I think
that's a good idea. Actually,
let's face it, the government are not going to step in and create nice new ways for you to pass your wealth tax efficiently.
Of course they're not.
Because they want the money.
You say that, but we said before that there might be a bit more encouragement, and obviously it's good for the markets, but a bit more encouragement to put money into a stocks and shares ISA as opposed to a cash ISA. Yeah. Maybe it's something that does need to be done. Death ISAs, let's put that to them.
But yeah, to your point though, if the outcome and the benefit of that not being a conversation, not being something that's heavily marketed from a product perspective, is the government just sweeps up 40% of everything that's not spoken about. Is it ever going to get changed?
I think if we can paint it as a legacy as opposed to death, if we can paint it as something that is passed on, no matter what, if we can get people to check all of their beneficiaries on their pensions, if we can get them to dig out all the information that isn't left behind for these huge insurance companies, if we can get them to almost think about when they're not here, what could they leave behind? It appeals to me. It's such a sexy subject to go, this is what I could leave behind for my family, and then they could leave behind to their generations. We love the thought of carrying on the family names. Well, build the family legacy and keep as much in the legacy and as little from the legacy going to HMRC.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt from a planning perspective, there's loads of quick wins that you can do with the family. Like you say, the basics of looking at beneficiaries.